Okay, so more Dead Rising. We're going to the cult.
Go to the cult.
Going to the cult. We need to go to the cult.
That is a place to go. Alright, there we go.
I just need to make sure that everything is
stream.
good. Oh, thank you.
Actually,
retweet it. Make sure everybody
knows. Exactly. There was something that just saw the other day on Twitter. See if I retweeted it or not. Oh, yeah.
You know what's...
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. It's a little weird, but September 24th, 15 years ago, Ico came out, but also Silent Hill 2 came out on the same day.
Oh, yes, I saw that. That was weird.
I feel like those games are not... I feel like they're really far apart for me. Like, my memory of them, I feel like Ico is way after Silent Hill 2.
That guy was chasing me with a bomb. Yeah, I don't know. I played Silent Hill 2 in reverse. Like, I played 3, 2, 1.
Okay, gotcha.
No, 3, 2, 4, and then 1. 3, 2, 4, then 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, he is chasing you with a bomb.
He was chasing me with a bomb. He's like, you da bomb!
Oh my god.
Some cult. I can't remember what the cult leader's name is. It's like Ted or something. Which is totally like, totally a serial killer name.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, I'm a serial killer.
Oh jeez, the whole like crowd of them just blocking a hallway.
I am Ted. I worship this mannequin.
I worship raincoats and green masks.
They're like, you're weird.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there he is. You know what's funny? Kind of forgot entirely about the cult in this game. It's kind of funny because it's a fairly large like chunk of the game, but it's completely unmemorable.
Yeah, it's just they have a well, it's because he's bland.
Yeah.
He's just like some guy.
Yeah.
Mind you, oh my god, his death is nuts. This guy's... he's not hard to kill.
No.
From what I remember.
He's just an old guy.
Good. Oh, I got the trophy. I got the trophy for photographing.
All the psychos. Awesome.
Psychos.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so I'll probably get one for killing.
I counted up the psychos, and there's like 14 or 15, but where you only need 10, kind of works out. Nice.
Yeah, there is no trophy for killing them all, which is weird.
I think that taking photos of them kind of, you know, includes includes that.
Jesus Christ. That's what happens when you worship a mannequin.
Yep. Sometimes it just comes back to stab you in the eye.
Exactly. Ooh. Hey, Ray.
Oh my goodness.
So is the cult still here? Or are they like... Okay, they are still here.
Yeah, I think they are, at least for a little bit. Until they are...
Guys, I killed your leader.
Yeah.
Okay, we need the chainsaw because it's 100 times better. I just pushed that guy with the bomb into his people. Oh shit! Oh no, they knocked me out!
Oh god.
No, there was a trophy for not being knocked out! Okay, restart. Sorry. No. I call bullshit on that.
That happens. Oh man, like, there's an explosion, and then that one guy just kind of hugged you, and that was all it took.
He hugged me, and then that was it.
Jeez. Just like that.
I'm really annoyed that there's actually a trophy for not being knocked out.
That's a strange trophy to have. Like, it's such a mundane thing. Like, who cares if you are or aren't? Like,
mind you, I guess maybe you could get all the trophies for the endings, but just not like saving.
True.
Just like do the ending and then.
Yeah, you could do it that way.
Especially when it comes to, say, doing because to get the one where you're not knocked out, you have to do it. You have to play through the full.
Yeah.
The full ending. I didn't get the trophy for beating the 10 psychos. That's weird.
Don't know.
Well, I got the one for the photos, so...
Actually, it might be because even though, like, they're classified quotation fingers as psychos, some of them aren't considered psychos. You know what I mean?
Oh, like Isabella's not considered a psycho. Neither is what's his face, even though he clearly is.
Yeah, I don't know if Kent is.
Kent is totally a psycho.
Oh, he totally is, but I don't know if the game actually classifies him as one or not. There's one of them,
that greasy, gross guy who's like a pyromaniac. Mind you, I think he is a psycho. He should be.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually considered a psycho, because you can actually save him. He's technically a survivor. I think it's Paul.
Kendall's
Paul
dead.
Carson. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul.
I don't know if Cletus is considered a psycho. Because he's just kind of, yeah. So, probably.
I don't know, is that kosher during a stream?
What?
I don't know. Resetting. I always feel a little weird about it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel weird about it too sometimes.
I'm like, I already beat the game. Get off my ass.
No, I would consider like A-okay because you're like playing it on like a technical level at this point. So people are watching.
Yeah, I'm thinking that like, I guess people do want to see collect all the survivors.
Yeah.
I was like, once I'm done this, I think I'll just go and do Dead Rising 2. But
Yeah, totally up to you. It's your call.
I think maybe I'll do Dead Rising 2 and then I'll do a survivor run of this after I'm done Dead Rising 2.
I would not go back and forth.
Why?
I mean, it's your call if you're okay with it. I wouldn't, though, personally. Because I feel like you'd get into 2 and then you'd come back to 1 and it'd be like...
And you'd be like, holy
reclimatizing
shit.
to the game. Because, like, there is, like, little differences in this. It's not, like, a big deal, but, yeah.
I do kind of wish that some weapons or things, like when you beat the game, that the items that you're carrying carry over. Because I would like to keep, like, because there's a magazine you get for beating Sean that would make it really good for, like, getting survivors. Because it makes them, like, not scared all the time. And they, like, I don't know, they'll actually follow you. As opposed to being like, hey, I'm so meek.
Oh my goodness. But, yeah. I don't know what else streamed tonight. I'm thinking probably Clash Royale, then maybe...
Isn't that a mobile game?
Yeah, I've been streaming it a lot. It's actually really good to stream because, like, streams only last, like, 30 minutes for it. It's really nice. Okay. Also, for whatever reason...
Do you think he's dead?
Who? What's his face?
Do you think Sean's dead?
I think Sean's dead.
Are you sure?
You know what? Maybe he is alive, and that's why you didn't get the trophy.
Oh shit!
He's just like suffering immeasurably. It's like, I wish I was dead.
That's exactly what it is. I'm gonna take care of this cult with actually my my chainsaw this time, and not get gassed in the face.
You know what? The machine gun trophy you had a hard time getting the other day? This would probably be a good area to get it, because the cult members kind of fill hallways.
Well, it's too late now. Yeah. Oh!
Yeah, you go. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
These cult members, they're in it to win.
Geez.
In it to win it.
Oh, God. Oh,
whoa!
Jesus,
holy shit!
Crap! Literally blew you over the rails.
Oh, you... Not only that, the guy after.
Oh my god.
He's like suicide bomber. He literally throws himself. He flies.
That just
at
happened
me.
on stream. Oh my god, that's crazy. Jeez. Oh my god.
Hey, I know that you this girl. She'll give you a call and she'll be like, "Hey, take photos of me."
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. And everyone's weeping out here. Oh god, I'm so scared. Ooh, Cheryl's like off.
He just closed the door on her. It's like, no.
Are you alright?
Oh, I got a level up. New skill mastered. What new skill? The disemboweler, so I just shove my fist in people.
Yeah, that's the skill you gained from your experience with saving Cheryl.
With Cheryl. Saving a Cheryl. She doesn't even have a name. She's just Cheryl. A Cheryl. Yeah, this would be a really good one to get, like, the survivors you need for, like, the pimp. The pimp one, because you just kill old guys.
Or, you know, you could just...
Mind you, I heard that the, you should really be doing this when you have, like, the Mega Man weapon.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, you could do that. You could do it that way. I don't think it's that important.
Because you can take out enemies so easy with it.
But that's like, you should be doing every trophy with the Mega Man weapon, basically, at that point.
Yeah,
like,
I suppose you're right.
I don't feel like it's that important.
Mind you, like, why the hell does it have limited ammo? For one, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
For two, it shouldn't.
It's one of those things that it is really good, but I don't know. I guess the idea is that you're going to use it for like a little bit and then go back to the warehouse and get another one. Or go back to the safe house and get another one.
Oh, did they
Yeah, it
respawn? Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. What the hell is
They just don't want you using it like indefinitely for one run. They want you to at least like return. And it's the same reason with the saw, the clown saw. Like,
oh yeah, the clown saw is so
Yeah.
good. Oh god, is Cheryl dead?
you look back and Cheryl's literally on fire.
God. Oh, I just sawed Nathan in the face. Well, where's Cheryl?
She just decided to peace out. She's like, I got this.
Is she stuck on a door someplace?
Yeah, okay, she's like in the theater. There you go. She's like stuck on the door.
Ugh, I hate... Oh, she is stuck on the door. No, I'm not gonna hold your hand. God, I have such a problem with survivors. Like, a serious problem. Like, it's gonna be real difficult for me to, like, do a full survivor run. Like, I'm gonna have to, like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you'll be surprised when you actually do it. I think you'll be surprised because I think when you actually are just focused on saving survivors, it's just like, it just comes together. It's not that bad. It's still like one of the harder trophies in the game, but it's not like a hard trophy.
Okay.
I think if you've
God,
done the
Michelle.
majority of the trophies in 2, like saving all the survivors in this one's not that bad.
Michelle, drink this juice. Okay, come on. Crazy trash. It still really annoys me that they changed Frank in the new one.
Yeah. I think the thing that...
And you know what? I looked into it. Remember when I was like, yeah, no, Dead Rising 4 or 3 actually looks better than Dead Rising.
Yeah.
Dead Rising 4, like, just visually it looks better.
Yeah.
It's same development
Yeah, it is.
team. I'm just like, what? What happened?
It could simply be that maybe they, like a lot of people left the company, you know what I mean? It might be like the same team, but not the same people in that team.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's funny, but you start to realize, like, sometimes it's only, like, a couple people that really carry, like, a whole look of a game.
Carrying all the work. Oh my god, this is a sad state of affairs. They're all gonna die. All my survivors are gonna die.
Do you have anything you can, like, give them to drink?
Yeah, I do.
You could do that. You could give that to, like, Beth. She's looking kind of low.
Beth, what are you doing? Don't run into the crowd.
She's like, nobody's giving me a drink.
Oh, Bet's fucking dead. That's the problem with using the chainsaw, is everybody fucking dies.
I actually think...
Yeah, I could see doing the Survivor one being like a lot of saves and continues.
I don't think I've done many saves and continues with it, but I will say, I don't think I use the saw, like, as much as what you use it. Like, I think it might not be a great thing for survivors, just because, like, nicking them does so much damage. Yeah.
Oh, Nathan's dead.
Man, it's going to pieces.
Michelle's fucking dead. Cheryl, you're my survivor, I guess.
Dog pile.
Gotta make sure you make it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, here you go, Ray.
Also, yeah, like, side note earlier though, yeah, Clash Royale, I think it might be my most popular stream. Like, hands down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like, I get good...
It's like I didn't know there was a lot of interest from mobile games.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because it's, like, free to play, so, like, it's just, like, a huge audience. Huge audience, and, like, you know, sort of, like, the... Even if you're not super into the game, you can try it. So... But it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game. I like it. I'm thinking of maybe doing Mario Maker, though, soon. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I played Mario Maker.
Good old Mario Maker.
Gotta make some Marios.
Where you get people being like, play my stage! Play my stage! Why are you playing my stage? Play my stage!
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god. Brings out the worst trash possible.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hope none of them are watching right now. Play my stage!
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
It's like, I get it. People, you know, they want to see somebody play the stage on stream. It's cool. I will say, though, that, like, there's sometimes, like, it's like, I can only do so much. I'm only one person. So... And like, when it's, like, stages that are, like, really, taxing, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, when it's a stage that's... I most definitely cannot beat in, like, a short sitting, it becomes an issue. That's why I have to, like, use, like, a 10 lives rule. It's like, well, if I can't do it in 10 lives, I have to move on. Which I feel is fair. That's, like, more than fair.
Oh god, this is fucking falling to pieces.
Throw that zombie.
Did you see me pile drive that one zombie? Oh, it was beautiful. Ooh, Cheryl's like, she's not taking any of that. She just pushed the zombie over. I feel like maybe I should be giving them weapons.
Cheryl has, like, no fear of zombies, only doors.
Well, that's I think, isn't that like part of that that magazine? It gives them no fear to zombies. They just like run through them. Yeah, I'm giving you the kick.
You probably use the spin to win a little bit often for what it is.
A little bit too much.
That's a weird move. Like, it has a weird, like, hitbox on it.
But it's spin to win.
That's true. That's true. Hey, Wyatt.
Hi, White.
Oh my goodness.
Follow me! Follow me! Come on! Come on! The guy who plays Frank should be like, can we maybe do some more voices?
Can we record at least, like,
to, like
3? one.
Yeah. Follow me! Follow me! Come on! Come on! Come on! Follow me!
Just one more.
Like, maybe this way, or over here.
Oh. God.
Escort complete!
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Ooh, stock up! What? Item stock increased! I can carry more trash! I can carry more mannequins! Oh, we gotta go get the bombs.
I guess, like, a big part of, like, even like, survivors, even if you don't have to save them, though, it is a good PP bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. She's Isabella. We gotta go get some bombs. Actually, I'm probably gonna let the bombs explode.
You're like, yeah, no.
This run has you know.
You're like,
course.
I'm fucking done with you, survivors. I've just had it up to here with you. You deal with the bombs.
Basically.
Just lock yourself in.
Wait, what do I have to do? I wasn't paying attention. Security room. Barnaby is dead. Could Carlito's thirst for revenge be sated now? Oh, are they just allowing me to do whatever right now? Yeah, they're letting me do whatever. Okay, I guess. Barnaby's dead.
It happens. He was an old man. He lived a full life.
Yeah, he became a zombie
Yeah.
and then bit Jess. Maybe? I don't know. I don't feel like she was bitten.
Yeah, that one kind of sneaks up on you. It's a weird one.
Hey Otis, how's it going? When this is all done, you want to do something?
Yeah.
Otis is like, oh my, I'm blushing so much.
That seems like an alternate ending. That's gotta be an alternate ending, right? Frank
should
and
have
Otis
funny
just leave in the
endings.
helicopter and leave everyone behind.
They lived happily ever
That's
after.
the ending you get when you save no survivors. Oh my goodness.
And I give Otis a cabbage.
Otis cat.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Canon, Otis a cabbage. He loves it. Oh, no, don't read your magazine! Oh, I have to go get a chainsaw. Where's that fight with Paul, anyway? I can't even remember. I think it's the next day. He's like, girls don't like me. That is
Yeah,
canon.
that seems accurate to Paul.
Why is it always in each Dead Rising there's like, girls don't like me? There's the one character that's like that.
They're filling a quota, I guess.
Fill their girls don't like me
Yeah.
quota. Yeah, because there's that pig guy in Dead Rising
Yeah.
2. I always forget about like all the awesome psychos in Dead Rising 2.
It's gonna be
like
thrilling.
there's none that are really horrible.
It's gonna be a
What?
thrill when you go back to it. Yeah.
Kind of, because like
You-
I don't know. There's just a bunch. of
I'm
like,
interested to
I forgot you were
to
even in
watch
this.
it just to see if like it's like if it's worsened in my memory or if it was actually as bad as I remember.
Or maybe it's actually.
Or maybe it's
good.
actually good, exactly. Hey, there's games like that. There's games like that where it's like you think the more you think about it afterwards, like it's like I don't know if it was really that good of a game.
Or that bad of a
Yeah.
game. Oh shit! Why am I doing this? Spin to win! I apparently used that too much.
Hey, that one worked out. That was pretty good.
Oh shit, that was fucking violent. I just disemboweled a zombie.
Yeah, have you done Face Crusher yet? Oh
No.
man, you gotta get some face.
You have to come up behind a zombie
Yeah,
to do
it's
it.
fine. Zombies aren't really.
There
They're
you
not
go.
real quick turners.
There, I did that for you.
Awesome.
That was a gift just
There's
for
almost
you.
always one in a group that will be like facing backwards when you're running in, and you grab that one and you like basically kill the whole group using it. Oh yeah, there you go. That was a good one.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh
So good.
Jesus! That hit the spot.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go down in the basement and just kill zombies.
Seems like a thing.
Into the basement. There must be like a shortcut though.
You know what? You know what game I've recently been thinking about them. Like, you know what? Maybe if I went back to it, I'd enjoy it now. Phantom
What?
Pain. I think if I went back to it, I might have left those feelings.
Not
I
hated
might
it.
leave those feelings behind and find some enjoyment in it now.
You know what? I was thinking about it like a month ago. Remember, I was like, I actually don't think I hated Phantom Pain. Like, there was a level of enjoyment.
I think for me, like, on a mechanical level, like, it's a-okay. I just find the story really annoying. It's so much to do about nothing. Things that don't matter in the overall spectrum of Metal Gear that have ultimately, like, no impact. But
well, you know what it is, actually.
Yeah. Part of it's the twist, but part of it's also the fact that it's like, I think it's the whole like vocalization parasite thing, like that.
I agree with that. That just went on and on and on. I was like,
it was
dumb.
so like not important to the plot, and like felt like it just like, oh, it was such like. It should have been wrote out like day one, because like it's like
such shit.
Yeah, like it has no weight with anything else that happens in the series. Like that's I think the big one for me. Like if it didn't focus on that, if like they just found something, even if it wasn't super vital to the plot, but it's the fact that it's so detracting from what Metal Gear has because it's just so dumb. And that's just a lot, because Metal Gear has some dumb stuff in its plots. So,
well, like,
yeah.
Sorry. One of the things that it definitely is, it almost devalues like.
That's exactly what it does. Is it makes it fundamentally a worse game because, like,
which in my eyes is like not a big deal. I'm like, oh, Phantom Pain.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like apparently the only person that didn't like that.
What, Phantom Pain? Or you mean Peace Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Peace Walker, rather. Peace Walker.
Well, I don't think it necessarily devalues Peace Walker. What grates me about Phantom Pain is the fact that Phantom Pain got such a, like, the reception for it was so much better than what Peace Walker had. Because Peace Walker, like, I feel like that's a legitimately good game. In fact, I think it's one.
Oh, not a game for me.
It happens. I feel like it's like one of the best playing Metal Gear games too. Is it like three like is like the best, but like Peace Walker to me is like a very close second. It's not the strongest plot, but man, like, you know when you play a game and you've played it for like so long that it's just like it just feels like a journey when you're done. It's like, oh man, that was like a couple months investment in my life, and I don't even mind because it was that good.
Oh, I was gonna say Shadow of the Colossus because that game does.
Okay, yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. I think it's because like there's like the main plot, but then like there's this like extended plot that goes beyond the main one, that goes right till like you've cleared the very last mission. I think it's because like it's the later stuff in the game is just spaced out like just at the right pace that like by the very end of it you've 100% of the game, and you also get like the entire story. And it's like, oh, that was satisfying. I like that.
Ooh, guess what's satisfying? Going to take on Paul.
Okay.
What? Otis called.
Otis called.
Otis never calls. Otis called.
I like how when you start streaming Dead Rising, you're like, oh my god, Otis is like horrible. He's like worse than anyone has ever. He's like the worst thing ever. And now it's come full circle. You're like, oh my god, Otis is calling.
Well, that's the thing. Is like it's such a pain in the ass to not have like when you need him to call. It's like, Otis, call. Why aren't you calling me?
Oh my god.
Yay! I'm so excited. Otis, I'm coming.
Oh my goodness.
I think that would be really fun to stream off the record.
Off the record would probably be pretty good.
With you.
Yeah, that could be a fun one. So like off the record, like it is like it has one section that's new to it, but it, like the whole game. Like...
It's Dead Rising 2, just but from a different perspective.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And there are some changes. I will say that. But I want you to be like, after I'm done doing Dead Rising 2, and if we do stream Dead Rising, off the record. I want you to be like, holy shit, at some of the things that happen. Because that's what it's
well,
like.
The thing is like, I feel like it'll probably be something that will probably surprise me, because 2 is, because of Chuck Green, it's just very monotone. Like, that guy, like, he's just not surprised by anything. he's not excited to be there. And
No.
I think, yeah, I feel like off the record it's going to be more enjoyable because of the fact that, you know, it's going to be a character that's more invested probably in what's going on.
I'm gonna make Chuck Green interesting. I'm gonna have him wearing the Borat outfit for the entirety of the game. Borat.
Oh, it's old Gil.
Old Gil, fuck Gil. I basically grab the booze in front of him and leave.
These are mine. Do you feel like Gil is maybe a Simpsons reference?
Oh, maybe.
Like, it's old Gil on Hard Times?
Yeah, probably. Oh, Paul, what's going on? We're gonna kill
Okay.
Paul. We're not saving that piece of
Okay.
garbage. Ooh, there's 2 girls
Oh,
here.
you hit the crowd of zombies and fell over the rail.
You do it all the time. You look at me and laugh.
Was that like part of your like plan to get down there to like hit that crowd of zombies and just fly over the rail?
Stay back.
No, but yes,
Okay.
yes it was, yes.
Because it's like, oh jeez, it seemed really intentional.
No, my bike just decided to blow
Okay.
up. God, this guy's a retard. Eh!
Oh god.
He's coming at me! There, he's dead.
Wow. That,
Oh, and I got the trophy for killing 10 psychopaths.
there you go.
Did good, now I don't have
Yeah,
to do
it was the
anything.
fact that Isabella didn't count. Yeah, wow. Paul not putting up much of a fight.
No, actually in survival mode he's scarier.
Yeah.
Because I just picked up survival mode. Rest in pieces. Put yourself out, you piece of shit.
Oh my god. You're like, I need a photo of this. You don't see this every day.
Oh, fine.
Oh my god, you picked up the fire extinguisher and handed it to him.
Yeah, I did. I was like, put yourself out, you piece of garbage.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's how you save him, isn't it? You like,
Yeah.
You actually put him up.
You have to use it on him, but I was just like, no. Hey, Mindy and Debbie. How's it going? See ya. I didn't really want to save you.
Yeah, that was a pretty meek attempt at saving him.
You have some plates. I'm the plate psychopath!
Oh my god.
Have a plate!
Oh my god!
Okay.
Jesus. Oh.
I hit her right in the face with the plate. How do I get out of here? Oh, I guess I can leave through the food court. You guys are on your own. Act like survivors from Dead Rising 3. Get away from me.
Get away from me.
Because, like, it's like the survivors in Dead Rising 3 are, like, super, like, you kill the zombies around them, and they're like, thanks, see ya!
It's just Fulton out, huh?
They basically do. Well, well, a lot of the time, the survivors, they have, like, shotguns or something, or, like, a crowbar, and they're just like, I could take care of myself, and then they run away. I'm like, yeah. Like, this is how survivors should be. As opposed to, like, I'm gonna die.
Oh, no! That one's up to Harold to explain, I guess, Jared. Oh.
Oh, what? I missed it. My thing isn't loading.
Oh yeah. they're just they're
Why
just
do I use
they're just
what
like
word?
they're just like driving into a post when you come out here.
Yeah, I was just like,
They weren't even like trying. They're just like, oh god, it's Frank. We can't beat him.
Here,
Yeah,
just a second.
yeah, sure,
sorry.
no problem.
I'm launching my chat thing again to see if it maybe... Because that's what I was looking at, and I didn't see anybody say anything. I would have been more responsive if I had known that people
Yeah,
were talking.
I'm like leaning back in my chair, and just so happened to be that my microphone was blocking the chat. I wasn't looking up until like I rolled around in my chair a little bit. Yeah, no, you used the R word.
Oh,
Yeah.
retarded? Okay, so the retarded and mentally challenged are definitely two different words. The word retarded is actually used to describe things that are stunted. So I think that he was like, his personality is stunted.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not using it in the derogatory sense towards somebody who is mentally handicapped. Those people are amazing.
There you go.
Oh, Gil is dead.
Oh no, Gil's fallen on hard times. He's out of life.
He's drinking too much. No, I think that's really kind of like cloying and like a little kind of demeaning, is to be like, those people, they're true heroes. No, they're people. I think like things with like I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm digging myself a hole. just once you're done, just
Yeah,
you know.
you're just like, okay, I better put the shovel away.
I dug myself a hole. No, yeah, just
better put the shovel away before we get any deeper here.
just push the dirt over my corpse, okay?
It happens. It happens.
No. If you're in this chat, I'm sorry. Like, it's not super PC. I think that like people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe you're taking it the wrong way. Like, there's no malice towards certain minorities ever said.
Yeah, I guess it's what it boils down to. It's not. It's not. It's
As
not
I'm
with malice.
driving around, running over zombies with my
So
car.
why are you doing this? Just like.
Just to get the. I'm definitely not going to
No.
get the 53,000, but I can at least get the 5,000 one.
Yeah, the 53. The 53,000.
I basically have to spend all 4 days doing
yeah,
it.
you do. I remember when I did it, I broke it up over like 2 or 3 plays.
How could you? Oh, right. So you just set it down
Yeah.
to you.
Exactly.
Did you use this vehicle to do it? You kind of have to, I think.
I might have used the trucks because like I had a route where you drive the truck to another truck, and you just get out of it once you get to the other truck and switch trucks.
Okay. I'm just driving through these like explosions like
Yeah.
it's nothing. Like, screw it. Is there not a trophy for 5,000? I thought there was.
Pretty sure. I mean, you can check.
You know what? We will. Oh, and we're gonna do the handy dandy thing now that you can actually just look at the trophies while you're playing the game.
Oh, that's a thing you can do?
No, it's for 10,000.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, because you can look at there's quick menu if you hold in the PSN button.
Oh, look at that!
home
That's
button.
pretty slick. I like that.
And if you look at it,
Yeah.
it'll bring up the
I
game's
haven't been
trophies.
through the new like update that much, so I didn't know about that. That's pretty slick. I like that. Even like currently playing with in other sessions, that's pretty cool. Nice. I like what they've done with the new update. Like, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Ye-
Listen, okay, so yes, heavy crickets, I use the word retarded, okay? It's the elephant in the room. I am not mean towards any sort of person, okay? I think everybody's equal.
You're mean to everybody
There you
equally.
go. That is it. That is actually it. I'm mean to everybody
That-
equally.
Yeah. That is really how it is. Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's what Arthur. Arthur had said that to me. His sister was looking for someone to rent, to find a rent, and like someone to rent, and she's like, "Yeah." I asked Arthur about it because he had brought it up to me. I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll be interested." And he's like, "I don't know if she'd rent you because she thinks you're mean." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I remember when he mentioned that.
He mentioned it?
Yeah, you were there. I was there. Yeah, I was
Were you
there.
Oh, maybe.
It was on the drive back, I think, from Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Like, geez. Yes, okay, I'm mean, right?
No,
it's I tell people how it is.
You do.
That's such a Trump thing to say. I'm so ashamed.
Well, the thing is you're real talk all the time.
Real talk all the time. Yeah, but I'm not a shitbag like Trump.
No. No, that's
Oh my god.
That's a special level of shitbag. Oh my god.
He's a special level of shitbag.
Oh my god.
Oh, my car just exploded. Well, looks like I'm stuck down here.
This is life now. Life in the tunnels.
Yeah. Well, wait. Question mark? What's the question mark? Oh, okay, so that's for what's his face.
When was the update? Like a couple weeks ago. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago now. Honestly, it surprised me too, because it's like, geez, this update's been out for a few weeks, and I haven't even like looked at it. I just haven't had my PS4 on.
Pretty good update.
Which is like, geez. I usually always have my PS4 going, but turns out
I have my PS4 on every single day because I use it to watch YouTube.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah, it just turns out that I didn't use my PS4 for like 2 weeks.
Ugh. Do you know if there's a magazine that increases the durability of your car?
I don't know. I can check. I'll check for you.
Oh, thank you.
Pardon me.
Like, what do you think of safe spaces?
Oh, I'm fine with it, I guess. Like,
we're having a safe spaces
Okay.
conversation.
I'm fine with that. If people feel like they need like a space just to chill out and cool down on, sure.
Actually, I actually don't have a problem with safe spaces. What I have a problem with is maybe trigger warnings. Everything needs to be labeled with a trigger warning. You know what? I should label my stream trigger warning.
I think
I'm gonna kill zombies.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a little spider on my wall. But no, I don't know. There's like,
Look, I'm all into people's like rights and stuff, and like for people to feel comfortable. But when it comes down to like certain classes, where like if you're taking a law degree or something,
it's like in school,
and they're like, oh, we can't talk about this because people are uncomfortable about it. No. Like, you're going to university for a reason. Like, you're supposed to take on like hard questions and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, okay, here's I guess where like I'm at with it. This is one of those topics that's like, I feel like there's a lot of people that you pulled really far left or really far right on this subject. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's really true.
If you take a stance, you end up either people push you into one category or the other. I feel like, giving people a heads up that something, we're going to talk about maybe heavy subjects or stuff like that, that's fine. Like, that's legit.
And that's fine. But, like, to not teach them because, like, some people are like,
say,
oh.
I think it should be important to stress the fact that it's like, okay, maybe we're talking about heavy subjects right now, but it's important, it's an important discussion, and if you step out of this discussion, you will be missing out on something that could be very important for you, right?
Well, that's the thing, and I don't think that they should be like, okay, you can miss the class, and like when you take your exam, we'll make sure that that's not on it for you. No. Like you have to know this information.
And like with schools and stuff, like I feel like it's one of those things that, like, I guess like the idea would be, I guess maybe like to give people a heads up, but it's like maybe offer like an alternative option that maybe might not be as shocking or like surprising for a person. Like, for example, like if it's a video, maybe instead of watching a video, they could read, like read the topic.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's one of those things that, like I said, it's tough because it's one of these things that's been such a hot button thing in the last couple of years that it puts you in one category or the other depending on where you have a stance on it. My personal feelings on it is like I don't.
There's nuance.
There's a nuance to it, but it's also one of those things that like it's not something that directly impacts me, and it's a big topic. So it's like I can't say I've sat down and figured out all my ley lines of this subject and where I strongly feel this way or another. You know what I mean? And so like when it comes down to it, there's a lot of people out there that know a lot about these kind of things. So it's something that me personally, I can't talk a lot on the subject, I guess.
I guess maybe I'm just a little concerned that people are becoming overly sensitive on certain subjects.
I think it does good for people. I think it's like a good thing for people to be open to the idea of, being sensitive and being aware of people. You know what I mean? Like, honestly,
Of course.
like, I feel like the whole world would be a whole lot better if people are a little bit more, sensitive to other people's needs. But I do know where you're coming from too, because it's like there's nuances to it. That's what it boils down to.
There's definitely nuance.
Yeah. But like, if somebody feels strongly that they don't want to do something, they shouldn't have to do it. They have as much right to not do something as do it. So
I know, and I agree. I'm concerned that maybe like they shouldn't penalize other people's ability to kind of like learn on that subject due to their sensitivities.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I'm going to university and like a bunch of other people are going, and there's like a strong subject matter that we have to learn about, I don't know that that subject should be like my learning should be stunted because of their sensitivity.
It's one of those things that like I don't think any topic should be like completely like I don't feel like it should be outright removed from the curriculum. But like if people want
but that's what happens
is
though.
that like the big part of it? Or is that like a thing?
That is a big complaint about it, yeah.
Like stuff is outright getting removed.
Where it's like people boycott classes or they're like, we will not go to this class if this is being taught, or they bring it up to such an extent that the professors have to strike it from the curriculum. Which I think is concerning, but
I see. Yeah, I don't like I said, I'm like a pretty lightweight on this subject, mostly because honestly, it's a whole lot of fighting between people.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like we shouldn't fight.
It kind of does boil down to it's just like this is really stressful, and it's like it doesn't come up a lot for me, I guess. So it's like I said, I haven't found like I guess where my stance is on the subject in full because it's not something that's directly impacting me. I guess it's partly because like we're both like kind of in the generation that's sort of right after this, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people that are going into college and university right now. Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
It's a lot of people that, like, Arthur would be around. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. Like, lately, like, I've been hanging out with, well, every so often I'm hanging out with some friends of Darren's, his cousins and their friends, but they're about 5-6 years younger than what we are, and man, like, you don't think you're going to feel old until you're already here, and it happens just like that.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm so old.
It's like, man, it's like it's so weird sometimes. Like, you know, there's like shared, like you share some interests and stuff like that, but like, it's just like the age gap is just really noticeable sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like this is like a generation that's maybe like they wouldn't have at this point, like the age group that I'm like talking about has probably missed out on the Super Nintendo, for example. So like a lot of things, like for example, like one of the topics that came up that we were all talking about was Smash Brothers, and like for some of them, like the first time they ever like saw Samus, for example, was in Smash Brothers. Like they didn't realize that that character had games outside Smash Brothers, or Captain Falcon, and it's like, and even Ness was like, you know, they. Yeah.
I could see like maybe Ness.
Ness is an obscure game, like especially obscure.
Ness is an obscure game.
Ness, yeah. Earthbound is like really obscure. And the thing is it's not like Nintendo totes Earthbound. So.
Yeah. Oh, now I feel like I'm that old curmudgeon who like, you know how you go to your grandparents' house and your grandmother says like racist things, and you're like, oh no, like that's so gross. Why are you saying that? Like, am I that person?
No,
I don't think I am.
But it's one of those things that like you notice the differences like just in like the age group and age gaps. Like last night, like I was hanging out over at Sean's, and so it was me, Sean, Corey, and Darren for a little while, and we're all the same age, so you know, there's that you know, it's a little bit more, oh, the antique shop. I forgot all about this spot. Yeah,
I'm just
Ness is kind of a little bit, like, Ness is pretty understandable, but, like, Samus is a little bit of a weird one. There's some strange ones there. It makes you realize, though, like when we were talking, it's like, this is the reason why Nintendo, like, focuses so much on, like, Mario and Zelda. It's because, like, not our generation, but the, like, next, like, step back from us, like, they're far more knowledgeable about Mario and, like, Zelda than they are, like, let's say Metroid and F-Zero and Star Fox. Star Fox was, like, another big one.
You know what's interesting though, because I keep like thinking about like this kind of like generational gap, and like we are in an interesting situation where like, okay, so I use the R word, right? But when you think about it, like there are lots of other streamers who use a lot more like harmful language than like
some of it's unwatchable, honestly.
Literally unwatchable, and I'm like, you know, everybody's the same. Like, don't judge everybody, and like, you know, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm coming to like things in a positive way, but not really. I'm not a positive person, but like, you know, I feel like everybody should be respected.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand where you're coming from.
Whoa! I just jump kicked off the wall. That was crazy. You know, and if someone told me it was like I'm genuinely offended by that, I would be like, okay.
Yeah. It's one of those things that, you know, that's sometimes how it is. When you're streaming, like, people can take offense to stuff, and, I mean, that's fair.
Oh, I'm used to people being offended by the things that I say.
True. It's one of those things that I think part of it too is it's like people climatize to like what they're expecting from certain streamers. You know what I mean? If you're the type of streamer that, you know, you speak your mind and use all the words, you know, people become
But the thing is I don't use all the words. I know which ones to like pick and choose.
Yeah. I know, but you know what I mean. Like within the context of your stream, people kind of know what to expect. Like honestly, lately I've noticed it's like, oh geez, like maybe I should be laying off like saying fuck all the time on my stream, because like it surprises some people because I guess people like associate it with maybe like in a harder edge stream than what you know what I mean. Like there's a
You say fuck in your stream?
What is it? Yeah.
You shouldn't be. You play like Nintendo games and like
exactly. Games. Like people don't expect that from my streams sometimes, and it's like, oh, jeez, like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to shock you. Yeah.
But the thing is like, should you be apologizing for your content? I don't think so.
I feel like I could probably I could.
No, you should be standing behind your content. And if someone wants you to apologize, it's like fuck them. They're in the wrong place. Sorry.
It's one of those things that like I do feel like personally like it probably would do me good in the long run if I eased up now and get used to it, because I do feel like it's like when you're streaming it just widens your audience that much more to like be more, I guess, clean cut when it comes to things like that.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, like, it's a hard habit to break because sometimes it's so appropriate. It's such a good word.
It's such a multifunctional word.
It really is. What I've been,
I don't know. It's just like the internet is such like a caustic place, and like I feel like people should really pick their battles and like not be picking fights with people who are like on their side.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ugh, there's a trophy that's tied to breaking 100 things, and I read from someplace that windows count, but I've been breaking windows like they're going out of style.
I have a feeling it will pop really soon. As soon as you feel like it's like, man, I've been breaking windows forever, that's when it pops.
Like windows count, right?
Count. I can check into the specifics if you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Because I would hate to have wasted all this time breaking windows, and then be like, oh, wait.
I will say, like, I think this is, like, part of probably, how to put it, like,
excuse me.
I guess, like, in the topic of, like, everything that we've been talking about, though, like, the big thing is, I think, there's this, like, strong emphasis lately. It's like I said, there's, like, it's very hard to find the middle with a lot of this stuff, you know what I mean? And I feel like there is a middle to it, but because honestly, all the loudest people and worst people are like on sort of one far end of it. As soon as you start like sliding from sort of the when you talk about a middle, it's like no, there is no middle because like one side of this is awful. You know what I mean? You get like put in the box very easy, and it's like I'm not saying that I'm agreeing with people that are like losing their minds on basically like using the words like the Gamergate side of this situation.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that I'm agreeing with that direction because I think it's like super hard edge and like just. Oh my god. Like I miss when people argued over like if it was the Xbox 360 or the PS3 or the Xbox and the PS2.
Yeah, not well, a lot of it isn't subtle minutia, but like you know, it's like, ooh, they said this when they should have said this, or like I don't know.
Like
it's like I said something and like
you're not
what What do they want me to do? Be like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then like self-flagellate myself, like you know, just sit here and whip myself for a while over it.
Yeah, I wouldn't sweat it.
Like, is that the kind of society that we want to live in?
Oh my goodness!
It's like you don't prescribe to like my viewpoint, so I have to like
fold.
I have to demean you.
Or, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like It's a weird thing. I think it's because, like, I see a lot of it on Twitter. Like, Twitter is just, like, overflowing with it. And, like, there's a very, like, sharp line I could draw down my, like, follows list and followers list of who's on what side of this like whole thing.
Yeah.
And
oh, see, my Twitter's just porn. I'm afraid.
You did it right. You had the right idea all along.
I'm just like, whatever. Let's just use it for porn and like, I don't know.
Pictures of cats.
Pictures of cats and like, so I can send messages to developers and be like, "What are you doing?"
That's true.
But that's the thing is like, I send them stuff, but I'm not like, you're an idiot. Why are you doing this? Like, there's a respectful way to do things.
True. It's like a tough thing because I really like when you get into like Gamergate territory. It's like so hard edge, and it's like to the point where it's like, it's not good. It's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah. Well, like, is that even a thing anymore? Like,
I think it's eased off a lot. Like, I feel like most of it's like lost its air, but like, you do catch beats of it from people where it's like, oh. And I noticed it. I noticed it in particular with like, sort of that generation a step back from us, like far more like vocal about it. Even if it's like not like a strong, even if I don't think it's like something that they're really into or like, that sort of thing, but like it's talk, just like right there. It's like surface level.
Well, that's the thing is like, you have to pick your battles. It's either like, maybe we should be upset about the state of things in the Middle East and how, people, subjugate other people and like violence towards other people. Or maybe we should, be shitting on people about the things that they say.
Yeah.
Which is worse.
Yeah, I know where you're
It's like, what happened to sticks and stones, honestly?
Well, sticks and stones do hurt. That's... Yeah,
no, but like sticks and stones will break my bones, but like names will never hurt you. Apparently, they do.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I think the idea is it's like pick your battles, but it's also like you can choose not to throw sticks and stones. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's very easy not to throw them. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you'd say that, but like people have been doing it since the beginning of the human race.
Yeah, human race is pretty good at doing that. It's a good point.
Throwing sticks and stones. Oh, it's all about the sticks and stones.
It's... Oh, my goodness. It's a thick subject.
But yes, okay, so going back to what White said, what's your least favorite thing about the game?
Oh.
Let's talk about the game.
Once again, I was like... What's the thing? Again, I was sitting down, so my mic was like blocking the chat slightly. Yeah. Well, like... I don't know, what's your least favorite thing about this game? I'm actually kind of curious. Honestly, I feel like the balance could have been better. I feel like there's like a... Things never feel dire in this game. You know what I mean?
Really? You don't think that the time limit does that, where it's like... I don't know, I always feel like I'm always...
Maybe the first playthrough... Maybe the first playthrough felt like that, but I think it's because you always know that, like... You're going to just cycle through, you know what I mean? It takes some of the edge off of it. I mean, there's no other way, but there's something about the pacing of the game. I think it's maybe because the zombies aren't super active. You do hit a point where they become just like styrofoam packing pellets in your way.
Yeah, but like I think the thing that is kind of odd for me is like these like large chunks of time where they don't tell you what to do. It's just like, well, meet me at this time. Like, you have, like, 8 or 9 hours until you have to be here. And I'm like, I feel like I should be doing something right now. A large
portion of that is because
it's
they're expecting you to save those survivors, and they're giving you an abundance of time to do it. Like, if you want to go through, like, when you go through and actually do, like, the full saving everybody, you'll notice that it's like, oh, they're actually pretty reasonable with how much time they give you to do things. There's like one or two spots in the game that are like a little tight where they give you one group of survivors and another group of survivors in sort of like similar time spans, but for the most part, like the reason why you're probably waiting around as much as you are is because you're not saving that many survivors.
No, I'm not. I'm like, fuck the
you're
survivors.
Like, literally, if they fall on the way back, you're like, oh, they're on their own. If you're not throwing
Basically,
plates
yeah.
at their heads.
That's so
What?
annoying. Oh, that my text boxes and stuff aren't working right now. They have episodes like this where they do that.
Yeah, I switched over to that too, using that system.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
I noticed that I've had it go down a couple times, but thanks, Mom. I've noticed like a few times it go down, and I haven't been able to pinpoint like how I fixed it. I'm like, oh, it's just working now.
Yeah, it is.
It might be
weird.
on their end, honestly.
You think
Yeah.
so? I just fixed it. What I did is sometimes, like, you have to have it launch, and like you have to when you start open the window to launch the windows, it has to say connect to Twitch because sometimes it doesn't prompt you when you open the window, and that's what just happened. I was like, I didn't think about it, and then I just logged out and logged back in, and now it's working.
But yeah, no, it's funny because like, yeah, like last night when I was over at Sean's and stuff, though, man, you really feel the like age gap though.
Yeah. Well, like that's the last thing that I want to do. Now I feel like really shitty that I said that because like I don't want like to have anybody like
Feel offended by
I don't know to like super offend anybody.
Yeah.
Like I'm not smooth edged,
No.
but
You have to go in. You have a certain approach. And yeah.
I have sometimes the delicacy of a shotgun, but things need to be said in a certain way. But like if I offended somebody, I apologize.
Yep.
Oh god, now I'm like internalizing it.
Don't sweat it. I've said less and made more enemies.
Well, I don't want enemies. Jeez.
I'm not saying that. Just you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's really annoying? I'm gonna get the bomb ending.
Yeah.
But like, in order to get the bomb ending,
Yeah.
it doesn't open up that area for cars. You have to drive the motorcycle down there, which is a little weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the bomb ending because this run's done.
You're like fuck it all.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, did you find out about the breakable stuff?
Whoops. I start looking that up and then I stop. Also, I don't see any driving magazine.
Oh darn. Oh, what is that character from Batman? Oracle. You're my Oracle right now.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you're
I
familiar
am,
with the character.
There is a driving magazine in 2, there isn't in 1.
Damn it.
As far as the breakables go...
Like, as soon as you say it, I end up getting it for breaking windows, probably.
I remember it giving me pause too, though, because like, when am I gonna get this? This hasn't like come up.
So, wait, what were you up to today?
Me? Oh.
No.
I can't tell if you said white or what were you up to.
White, but also you, I guess.
What was I gonna say? There's something I was gonna say. Oh, on the topic of offending people. Man, I remember a tournament once. What did I say? It was, something about Street Fighter 4, and oh man, was it people were not happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah, you wait. I'll roll into a tournament and say something about Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers really isn't a fighting game.
Yeah, I will say Sean's been on like that like edge for a long time now. Like of course Darren hosted like Smash Brothers tournaments here, so Sean would go, but Sean doesn't really like Smash Brothers that much. So like things have been said, and it's like
I don't know how I fall in that. Like, I kind of like Smash Brothers, but I kind of don't. I'm not entirely sure.
I feel like it's a fighting game. I feel like people that... I don't think you can chalk it up as just a party game, because there is a skill to it, and you, like... You can't look at it and deny the fact that there's not a skill to it.
I'm not saying that there's not a skill to it. I think that there is, most definitely. But I think that I'm of the camp that, like, you need to play a game... Like, if you play it, and you want to make the stance that it is a fighting game, you're playing that game without items. Because items adds a randomness to it, and it's just, like...
But, I mean, like, to me, like, items at this point are kind of, like... They're just, like, the fun optional side thing to it, if outside of, approaching it as a fighting game.
I don't find it fun. Steve always wants to use items when we're playing, and I'm just like...
And that's the thing. That's like a big sign, I think, that, the game does have merits on its own outside of items. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, and I used to like items, but I've kind of eased off it at this point.
No, I'm not a big items
But
fan.
you know what I mean?
And that's the thing,
it stands on its own, even without items. So it isn't just about the items. You know what I mean? There is substance there outside of what could be perceived as a party game.
Fucking Carlito. He's so aggressive, like, in this truck of his.
Yeah, he's behind the wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel! Oh, Carlito, you're dead! That's
I'm actually having a hard time finding what counts towards the Breakable Trophy.
I feel like if you looked up a guide, well, maybe... I'm sure you've probably already done that.
I'm gonna find something here. I'm close.
Where did my motorcycle go? Carlito, you're such a piece of garbage.
Okay.
Jesus, take the whirl! But yes, White, sorry, I didn't mean to, like, ask that question and completely ignore you. City Skylines. I've heard only good things about that game.
I've heard good things.
What are my favorite horror movies? Like, where's the line between too much and just right as far as horror movies go?
That's a good question.
My favorite horror movie is Suspiria. No, actually, sorry. My favorite horror movie is The Shining. What was I saying? But it's like The Shining and like Suspiria and like... I like Grindhouse a lot. So... I don't know. I guess maybe I go towards more kind of like artistic films that have like a really strong concept.
You know what's funny? Shining, super watchable. Yeah,
Yes.
no, but
Yes,
I mean,
it
like,
is.
you know how like some movies like you can watch it like once in a while, and like it's like I've had my fill of this for a while. I'll watch it again, like 8 months or whatever. Shining, I have a very easy time watching that movie.
Well, okay, so this is gonna make me seem like a total crazy, but when I got The Shining, like when I was like 16, my mom ended up renting it, and I watched it. It had to have almost been 30 times in the 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
I had it. Yeah, it was a lot.
You know,
like it was always kind of playing because it was just so.
You know
good.
what I think it is? I think it's because you can watch it and find something different in it every time.
Yeah,
it's like so layered.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, it's really interesting. I've had this conversation with somebody else. During when it first came out, people actually didn't really like it. They didn't know what to make of it. But like, it's interesting over time. Like, if you see top 10 lists of top 10 horror movies of all time, it is always on the list.
Yeah. I think so. I think it's like something that like.
It's really bizarre that it kind of like aged, I guess, so well.
I think it's a. It's one of those. It's one of those movies that like. I think it's just like fundamental. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. Oh god, I'm so lost. And now I'm just gonna like self-analyze myself all night. Like, what have I done with my life? When I'm insulting, like, you know, groups of people. What have I done? Oh, 2 bombs remaining. Well, like, what's something that you've said during a chat that, like, really, you know,
there's been a few,
upset a lot of people?
There's been a few things. Let me think.
Are you eating carrots or apples? I got apple pie. I'm so excited.
Ooh, let's see.
I've been really wanted apple pie for a little while now.
Do you like pumpkin pie?
Yeah, I like pumpkin pie. It's really good.
I figured when you're talking about pie, you maybe meant pumpkin, just because season.
But it's like the season for apple pie, too.
That's true.
It feels like... fall seems like just a pie season.
Yep.
I don't know what season winter feels like, but...
Winter... I feel like winter's like a big meal season.
Big meal season, yeah. All about the big meals.
There's like a lot of holidays that like have big meals associated with them. Actually, I guess it's mostly just Christmas and like New Year's. Like, I guess fall feels like a pie season because there's like Thanksgiving.
Oh, soup season is winter? Yeah, I could see soup.
Yeah, I can see that. Hot foods. Oh.
I'm like one of the few people that's like ice cream. Ice cream during winter. I don't care.
I don't mind ice cream during the winter sometimes.
Oh my god, what is going on? I'm so lost.
Where am I? What am I doing?
Chili. Actually, the other day, one of my bosses had some chili, and I was like, "Oh, I want some chili. I need to learn how to make chili." It's not like hard to make, but
just the subtleties of making good chili.
Yeah, I'd make like turkey chili or chicken chili though. Ooh,
yeah. I'm just kind of done with hamburger as much as I can be.
What I'm done with is I'm done with ham.
Yeah, I'm also not eating ham or any pork.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to cut red meat out of my diet, but it's been very difficult not having hamburgers.
Like, I'll still eat, like, I'm not super strict about it. I'll still eat hamburgers, like, every so often. And, you know, if that's what's available, you know, I can eat it. But, you know, I'm just trying to ease off it. Like, I think
And I always feel guilty whenever I eat pork. I'm always like, oh. Like, if it comes with bacon on it, I'm like the one person who's like, if I never had bacon again, I probably wouldn't care.
I'm kind of at that point, honestly. Like, it just doesn't matter to me. You lose your taste for stuff. Like, once you're away from it for a while and you come back to it, it's like, oh, this isn't as good as I remember it being. So, it makes it easier to, like, stop eating it. Because it's definitely how pork was for me. Like... I used to eat it all the time, and then, like, I, like, cut it out, and then, like, I had, like, some, like, after a year or so, and I was like, oh, this isn't anything. This isn't, like, worth eating.
This isn't worth eating. What garbage is this?
Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to think, though. Things I've saw on stream that could offended people.
Like, and, like, genuine things, not like, oh, I like this, and then they're like, I'm offended.
The thing is like, particularly like, the main thing I think that like I rub people the wrong way with is like talking about fighting games and stuff, because it's like polarizing, but it's also a very like soft subject. Like when you offend people, if people are getting offended over fighting games, it's like, whoa, take a step back. It's like not that big of a deal. Yeah.
Well, like the thing is the fighting game community is probably next to the Call of Duty community is probably one of the most caustic communities.
Yeah, it can be pretty aggressive in a lot of ways. It can be super easy going too, but like it's just
Oh yes, of course. But like the thing that most people see is just like people being as like shitty as possible.
Oh my goodness.
Those Smash Brother people.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not making any friends with them.
Smash is like it's a strange thing. It feels like a very young community. It's very when Smash rubs people the wrong way, it's usually in a very like it's kind of in sort of like an immature fashion. You know what?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. God, I hate people. Just, people suck.
But no, there's been stuff that people have not liked that I've said. A lot of stuff. I think the most common thing is probably when I've chewed out Shooter 4. Because 4 is like a beloved like gem at this point. Like you don't like badmouth 4, even if you don't like the game, you don't badmouth it. But like I don't know. I talk shit about it sometimes. Like
I guess I'm just of this. I just have the approach that like this is so trivial.
Yeah.
Like it's also trivial. Like why get upset about stuff? Like I might have the sensitivity of a shotgun, but like I don't easily get upset. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
The sensitivity of a shotgun. Because like if someone chooses, like if you say something and someone's like, oh god, then they're not worth like. I know it's such like a unwed pregnant mother thing to say. Well, you know, the ones who are always posting like promotional or not promotional, but motivational things on their Facebook. Like if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Like it's like if they can't handle you, like the things that you say, then they're really not worth having in your life.
Yeah, that's fair. It's one of those things, right? Though. I mean, it's true because it's one of those things that if they can't handle you at your worst, it's not going to last long anyways, obviously.
Well, actually, what it is like if someone has a problem with something that I say, like if you have a problem with something that I say, you're going to bring it to my attention, but you're not going to toss me out because of something that I say.
No.
And I think that's like I think that's the sign of like friendship and stuff. It's like when people say stuff and it's like, whoa, like that was real crazy. And then, it's like, yeah, you're probably right, that was really crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes down. That feels pretty accurate.
Oh, I'm getting munched by a zombie. Oh, hot. That's like my biggest fantasy. Being munched by a zombie.
Oh yeah, what do you think of the trailers they sent yesterday for Little Nightmares?
Oh, yeah, I think I'm really interested in it.
I swear that game was called something different.
Real interesting. It was called Hunger.
Good. I was losing.
Like I told you, I had messaged the development team. I was like, "Where's this game?" And they're like, "No, we're still doing it."
Like I remember it, but no, I was like losing my mind because like I saw Little Nightmares. And I'm like, I swear this was called something different. Like I'm almost 100% positive this was called something different. And I tried looking up like what its prior name was, and I couldn't find anything. And I'm like, oh my god, am I losing it over this?
You are losing it over this.
Because usually I have a pretty good memory for like stuff like that, but
It's really weird when they change the
Yeah.
titles, though.
I'm hoping that it's not like a title that's just like pandering to being a more eye-catching title, because I feel like that's probably what it is.
Really? Do you think so?
I think it might be.
I thought Hunger was really good.
Hunger is
but
a pretty good name.
I don't know why they changed it.
I think we're gonna need like more context of the game to really know.
I think that game has some really striking
Oh, it
visuals
does.
in it. I ended up watching like someone playing like about 15
Yeah.
minutes of it, and like there was one
Yeah.
area where like after you get away from that like really weird like cook that looks like a deformed
Yeah.
Muppet, you go to this area that's like all like shoes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, this has like some really strong like Holocaust imagery going on.
Yeah, I could see that.
And you're like climbing through the shoes
Yeah.
and stuff. I was like, oh, this is weird. I don't like this. And it's just shoes. It's not like anything
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yeah, but it's like it's something that's like, you know what I mean? There's more to it, and just it just
Yeah.
like oozes atmosphere.
That's what it feels like.
Also,
yeah.
really strong camera work. Like the camera work is
Yeah,
it's
it seems like
unusual for a video game to have like such a array of like handling for its camera.
Yeah.
Because like it feels like when you're watching it, it's like it feels like a lot of the camera, like it feels very well thought out how they're like moving the camera. They're not giving you free movement over it for a reason, and it's very striking.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like it. It is better. It has better sneaking mechanics than Metal
Oh
Gear.
yeah, well, they've
Metal,
Metal
Gear.
Gear. Oh my goodness.
Mind you, I felt like the sneaking wasn't really great in Metal Gear Solid.
I feel like you know what game had really well done stealth?
I don't know. What?
I was gonna say Batman, but even it like has issues. Like
Yeah.
its problem is that it's like too liberal with it, and Metal Gear's problem is that it's like too stingy with it in certain aspects. Once you know how Metal Gear stealth works, like you can literally just like waltz behind somebody or like literally do like a barrel roll between their legs. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a very specific way it handles stealth, and once you know what you can and can't do, it's not as good.
Look out for the cone.
The vision cone, exactly. It's Phantom Pain tried to like fix that a little bit and did a little bit of a better job with it, but I think the fact that you're given so much and there's like far less incentive to actually be stealthy in Phantom Pain, that like, you know, it doesn't impact it as much, I guess.
I know this isn't a really interesting stream. I'm just running around chopping
We're just
zombies
like
off.
shooting the breeze.
I'm just waiting for my clock to run out.
That's,
I wanna
that's why
make sure that,
that's why we
that-
have,
that-
you know, the conversation.
That's why Frank is like at the epicenter of this explosion.
You gotta make sure those bombs go off. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. I have to like make sure. Like I was like, Carlito may fuck this up.
He go around like check them. It's
So-
like, oh, this wire was loose. Good thing I checked this.
Yeah. As it turns out, we have the same. We have the same
Yeah.
goal. Where are the maintenance keys? You said the maintenance keys were here someplace?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you where it is.
You tell me, you son of a bitch.
It's I know from the entrance I could probably direct you. I don't know where you are right now relative to the entrance or the keys.
You're lying to me. I feel like it's in here someplace.
It's
Oh, there it
you
is.
go.
Found it.
Look at that. See?
Oh my god, I feel like I have a fly like crawling up and down my
Right.
throat, like inside
I was
it.
about to say it's in a side room, and Frank is not looking good.
Yeah, really. How is he not infected? That's the
You
bigger
have a weird
question.
like gait when you're trying to like start the chainsaw and walk.
So,
Yeah, sure.
question: if I leave this area, like if I don't go
Yeah.
outside, but like say I have the maintenance key and I go into Wonderland
Yeah.
Plaza, will that count as going outside with the
I
bombs?
have no idea. I literally
I'm a little
I
concerned
don't.
because I kind of want to bring the bombs to like Isabella and be like, "Hey, look what I found!
Look at these.
I found the bombs! I'm bringing them to you, Isabella."
You're a doctor, right?
Like, I don't understand this. Like Frank being all like shitty
Yeah.
running. So what would you say, going back to one thing that White had mentioned, what would you say was a improvement from this that Dead Rising 2 like improved on?
Probably honest.
Hard hitting questions, I know.
Honestly, probably the biggest improvement was. Honestly, I feel like probably stalking the locations better. Like, there's
Yeah, because every place is
yeah,
everything.
This place feels like you don't notice it when you originally play this, but when you play 2 and then come back to this, you notice how empty things are.
Yeah.
Stalking the places, and probably the way it handles survivors, just because I don't think 2... There's definitely like a feel you need for it in this one. 2, the survivors are a little bit more manageable. It's...
Too, and also, I noticed something through
Yeah.
playing through this, is like, the female survivors, very few of them will actually take weapons
Yeah.
from you. I'm pretty positive that almost, like, all survivors will take something
In
from
2,
you in Dead
yeah.
Rising 2. I'm like, that's a little sexist.
Yeah. Yes, it would be.
It's like, oh, I can't handle a gun.
Oh.
I have a vagina, I can't handle a gun. That's how it is, right? That's like a thing.
Oh my goodness. I do like the fact that in 2, survivors are far more proactive. Like, all survivors
Yeah.
are more proactive.
Ooh, there is a trophy for getting 8 survivors in a car in Dead Rising 2 off the
that's
record.
kinda cool.
Yeah, you have to get a big car.
There must be like
I mean, a little car.
car.
I'm gonna be honest, it is a really
Oh, really?
It's a clown
Oh, okay,
car.
that's kind of amazing. Okay, that's pretty amazing. Oh my goodness.
God, Dead Rising 2 off the record's good.
Oh, I'm glad my Wii U back.
Were you feeling naked without it?
Not really, but not having it, now that I have it again, it's like, wow, I missed this. I really missed not having this. I have like
Yeah.
a lot of games to play through on the Wii U. I'm behind.
More like PU, right? Am I right?
Oh. Scoop chance lost.
Oh no, I lost the scoops!
Scoops. Haagen-Dazs.
What's the best improvement across all the Dead Rising games? I'm gonna say the survivors have progressively gotten better.
Yeah. I think it's the thing that has the most room for improvement.
Yeah, and it's such like an important
Yeah.
thing that honestly, in the third Dead
Yeah.
Rising, like they make it so. It seems like it's important. It's like, oh, we got to go
Yeah.
save these people or
Yeah.
whatever, right? In Dead Rising 3, saving survivors is so
Yeah.
trivial. It's like you'll see them and you'll be like, "Ugh, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you'll see them and you're just like, whatever, and you just leave them
Yeah.
there.
It's...
Because like it's just kind of like such an I don't know, such a small aspect of
It's,
the game.
like, super important in the first 2 games, not in the third, I guess, is what it boils down to.
No, it's just like, okay. They were like, what do people hate in these games? Oh wait,
Yeah.
saving the survivors.
Like, if the game is, like, broken down into killing zombies, fighting psychos, and saving survivors, it's, like, literally losing, like, 1/3 of your, like, focus on the game. I feel like it.
about
I
right.
feel like it would kind of make the whole thing feel a lot flatter.
Oh, that's interesting. I never really
What?
thought about that. Okay, so I'm beating him with meat. So I was always like, oh no, I hate throwing queens because the
Yeah.
larvae are really kind of like really shitty when they come out of
Zombies, yeah.
the enemies. The zombies. The reason why they're shitty is because it's at nighttime. I never really thought
Oh.
about it. They're actually really passive when it's during
Yeah.
the day.
That would make sense. You know, it's really weird the fact that it's like parasitic bees. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
it is a
that's
weird
not
kind of thing.
really, like, it's sort of a thing, but not really like this.
Zombie equipped.
I guess it's more,
You should get a zombie alternate outfit.
yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Actually, it is a little bit surprising that there isn't one. Just like Zombie Frank.
Yeah.
God.
What?
Just the way you're picking people up, like literally you pick people up literally like by the ass and the face.
Well, yeah. That's what you
Yeah,
do, right?
I guess so.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be too hard to just come down here and get that 1,000 kills. Like barehanded kills.
Yeah, you could do that barehanded. That's pretty easy. This is like the best place to do it. Yeah, honestly, if you just send the guys like running, that's probably the best way to do it. Because they can.
I always find it really difficult to know what ability I'm using, though. I'm just like, oh, okay, I got this
Yeah.
one, I guess.
you get a
Just like
feel
a guy.
for it.
Oh, I love ripping guys' guts out. I love ripping girls' guts out too, though.
Equal opportunity gut rippings.
Well, yeah.
Both.
Oh yeah, he's fat. I ripped his guts out too. At least I'm getting melee practice. You're right, White. This is something I need to do because I'm really bad at melee. in
You'll
this
get
game.
a feel for it. Just that you might actually be done the game before like it actually matters. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
Really?
No,
I'm gonna play infinite mode.
that's true.
Like,
That's true. And it does matter a little bit in that, just because there can be circumstances where you might need to use a wrestling move.
spin to
Spin
win!
to
No! We almost have the shitty ending. I'm so excited.
I'll probably swap over and play some Clash Royale after the ending.
There we go. Oh, good. I got that trophy. I hadn't gotten it.
Oh,
to this
also, I
point.
did look up the breakable thing trophy for breaking stuff. It's actually
Yeah.
breaking items. Windows don't count.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I've been walking around breaking items all evening.
Group photo.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
Yeah,
that one.
jeez.
Karate chop. Oh god, can I still make it out of here with the bomb? Oh! What is it that Batman said when he had that bomb? Some days you can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah. There's just some days you can't get rid of a bomb. Adam West.
Yep.
Yep.
Truer words
Yeah.
never spoken. Oh, parasitic organisms responsible for the zombie outbreak high into the stratosphere. The world was covered in zombies.
Whoops.
GG, Frank. GG. Oh, do we get the zombies, the dancing zombies?
Don't remember.
Okay, I guess that was a thing. Mega Man Tights has been earned.
You did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Prisoner Garb. Save, I guess? Like,
Might as well.
maybe I'll save it in a second slot.
Yeah, if you want to like go through and get all the endings, it might be a good idea.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking so. Well, I guess that's it. I am done.
I am done with this.
I am done for life.
Yeah. Did you actually get like a hard copy of this, or did you go digital?
I went digital. I kind of wish I got a hard copy.
Oh well. I'm sure it'll be like
Regrets.
the original Dead Rising, and you'll find it like in a bargain bin somewhere. Just pick up a hard copy then.
First world problems. Yeah. Oh, it most definitely will be. God damn it. Next pay, I actually have to go and buy Bioshock.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna be streaming
Yeah.
Bioshock, all the Bioshock games?
Yes. Beginning to end. Right after I'm done the Dead Rising series.
Beginning to end. Yeah.
And I mean like very beginning to very end. So I'm going to do like Bioshock and then Bioshock 2 and Minerva's Den and then all of Bioshock Infinite and the DLC for
Okay.
that.
Cool. Sounds good.
It's going to be fucking Bioshocking.
God.
I'm positive I had that as a video title at one point. Bioshocking.
Oh my god, that's kind of perfect. Jeez.
Well, I'm going to end the
All right.
stream.
Just
Okay.
like, fall over. Just push everything over.
That's it, I guess. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, White, and whoever else is there, if anybody is.
Everybody else come by. Yep.
Yeah, but have a good night.
Good night.